There's a swing and a drive. It gets down a base hit. Flying around third is Betts. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Bottom of the first. And the batter now, Josh Smith. And that misses. And that is ball one. And he lays down a bunt. Grabs it barehanded. And that's a bunt single. That was placed perfectly. So digging in, Ezekiel Duran. The last now, an all-star a season ago. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and he works in a two-seamer. Freeman. The throw to second is offline. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. And here's Corey Seager to hit.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
At the belt and fires. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. And they lead it. It's 3-0. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time.
Next offering is downstairs. And that drops in for a strike. Nobody out with 3 runs in already this frame. Here in the second game of the series.
That ball's foul.
Ground ball left side, but that rolls foul. Ground ball, Freddie Freeman. And he takes it himself for the out. The batter now, Jock Peterson. Peterson just got a piece of it. Still only 1 out here in the inning. That's in there, and it's 0-2. And he grounds one back up the middle. On to first. And Peterson retired. 2 outs, base is empty. So next to hit for Texas, Jake Berger. First offering misses badly for ball 1.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
And now 2-1. 2 outs, base is empty. And a liner around into right center for a base hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Adolis Garcia now at the plate as he thought about that one but held back. Outside. And that's ball 2. Right through there for a strike. Berger stands at second with 2 gone. In the dirt. To third. Tag. Got him. Bang, bang play, and the inning is over. But the biggest swing of the inning here, a 3-run homer. It's now 3-0. Back at Globe Life Field. All set for the start of the inning. Tommy Edman at the plate. Swings and misses at 1 down below the zone.
Lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
Swings through that.
That was straight queso right there.
Got him looking for the K. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. And now Teoscar Hernandez. And first offering is fouled off. DeGrom, a former Rookie of the Year, he features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve.
No ball,
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Ohtani went deep twice in his last game. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. In time. So the drop third strike doesn't. And we're back. And now the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. Glasnow back to work. And that's downstairs and outside.
1-0.
Next offering is down low.
Umpiring behind the plate for us today, Boog, is Mike Fillmore, and he is a good one. He'll reward pitchers on the edges a little bit, but the main thing is he doesn't keep you guessing. Once he establishes that a pitch is a strike, it stays that way.
Hernandez right there to make the grab. One down. Here is Marcus Semien. Swinging a foul straight back. Yeah, Fillmore, kind of, I don't know, you'd say maybe an umpire's umpire, but really consistent, very fair. And ball 1. For Marcus Semien, probably the biggest adjustment and improvement he's made has been on defense. Semien made 35 errors as a shortstop in 2015 with the Athletics, and by the time 2021 came around, he won a Gold Glove with the Blue Jays. Fires to first on the run. He's in there.
Not every base hit is a liner into the gap, just like not every strikeout's a perfect slider down and away. I mean, right there, he just put the ball in play on the ground and gave it his all to get down to first for the knock.
Leody Taveras at the plate now. That's ball 1. Man at first, 1 away.
Ball 2.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball back.
Semien runs. Pitch inside. Throw to second. Save. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Ball 4.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Smith stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. And there's a ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Fastball is outside. And that'll load the bases.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense. It's all about
3 out. 3. You're out. 3. 3. 3. Ball 4. Take your base. Out. 3. Out. 3. You're out. Ball 4. Take your base. 3. 3. Out. Out. You're out. Take your base. Out. 3. 3.
With this win here today, you've won the first 2 games of this 3-game series, so you would think the work is done.
baseball from the Lone Star State. It's time for MLB the Show's Game of the Week. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Texas Rangers. Okay, Singy, he's got some extra swagger today after that monster performance in the last game. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Ready to go? And now the shortstop, Mookie Betts. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. What a start to this one. That's his 4th home run of the series. It's 1-0. So the streak stays alive. His 4th straight game with a home run.
Boog, that's like a cycle of home runs, and I know how much you love the cycle. He's absolutely punishing mistakes right now he can't miss.
The batter now will be Will Smith. Hitless in the series so far. He's 0 for 7. And there's a strike. Evaldi, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, a cutter, a curve, and he works in a slider. Flying drive, and that's a base hit out into center field.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. First pitch just misses. Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first?
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more.
Left-hand hitter waits. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Smith gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Late on that fastball.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
(3-2). Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Well, getting a good look at the pitcher here in the first inning isn't a bad thing. I know he struck out, but you can live with that as long as the other hitters in this lineup can learn something from it.
Here comes Max Muncy. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Line drive. Come on. Here's Freddie Freeman now. Ground ball right side, and that chance handled to first, and Freeman is retired. That's out number 3. Looking back at the solo blast that led off the game. Bottom of the first, and now the center fielder, Wyatt Langford. The pitch. That one's in there. That's strike 1. Langford with a homer in his last game. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
0-2.
Just off the outside part of the plate.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Next pitch is downstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Here's a high chopper. And save. He busted it down the line for that infield single. Singy, it looked like he might have beat it in real time, but that play was really close. And here is Ezekiel Duran. And he grounds one to the right side. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. Man, is he fast.
It's so fun to watch.
Here's Jock Peterson. Just missed. Pitch misses inside. 2-0. First and second, no outs. Here in the third and final game of the series. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. And they're all loaded up.
Well, that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Grounded to third. Could be two. Slings to second. And a run scores on the double play.
It's always great when you can add a run, but in this situation with the bases loaded, double play is kind of a rally killer.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Jake Berger now at the plate. This is another guy capable of hitting tape-measure home runs. First offering, and it just misses. Duran on third with 2 out. And that is out of play.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone.
2 strikes.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. In to score is the runner from third, and it's an RBI single. It's 2-1.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Just missed.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
And another ball. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Up the middle, Pajes. They take the force out. That ends the inning. Back in Arlington, here's Teoscar Hernandez. Evaldi back to work. Up and in, and that's ball 1. Hernandez in his 8th season, batting 6th in today's lineup, and he's a former home run derby champ. Started after it, appeal to first, and that's a swing according to umpire Mike Fillmore. Hernandez started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and that's a strikeout. Mike Fillmore says he won a round. Here's the second baseman, Andy Pajes. Fought off foul. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Time to look at our umpiring crew in this one. Kenny Jansen behind the plate.
Yeah, and expect a little inconsistency on the corners. He doesn't make any wild calls, but he does give and take there a little bit. So he doesn't have the easiest strike zone to figure out, especially as the game goes on, when you're expecting it to become more consistent.
There's the splitter in the dirt. Swing and a miss. Higashioka up with it to first, and there's 2 gone following the strikeout.
Well, that's the effect of the splitter that you're looking for on the mound. Really nice pitch right there and had him out in front over the top. I'm sure the batter was thinking he was getting something else, perhaps a fastball with a little more straight and velo to it.
Foul ball. 2 outs, base is empty. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Just missing there. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Conforto tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. And no swing, says Jerry Hillsdale. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Line drive, Adam in center field. So they go quietly there. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Rangers. Bottom of the second. Now it's the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. And that's downstairs. Ball 1.
1-0.
Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone.
That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Now it's Marcus Semien. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. Now Marcus, a career-high 45 homers in 2021 with the Blue Jays. He parlayed that into a 7-year free agent deal with the Rangers. Next pitch is outside. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Bottom half of inning number 2. That one out to right. Conforto on his way over. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down. Up next for the Rangers, Josh Smith.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter. And a tough one at that.
That's a ball.
Sliced hard but foul. Just missed. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball but missed the spot.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
And there's a foul ball. Out in front and foul to the left side. Smith leads off first with 1 away. That one missed. Close, but called a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count.
That's one you always want as a pitcher. Down at the knees, and it looked to me like he's barking. That's a strike. Doesn't change the call, but sometimes it helps to let that frustration out a little bit.
Man at first, 1 away. Outside low. And now it's 3-2.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch. You know, splitters aren't thrown by a ton of pitchers, and one of the main reasons is that they're difficult to control. And not many guys can spot them consistently where they want to, but he's one of those exceptions. He's found a way to corral a split, and he can place it on a dime just like he did right there.
Watch out, that one sails on him. And now a man into scoring position.
Getting the out was never going to be easy. The wild pitch outside made things very difficult behind the plate, and it turned into a stolen base opportunity.
Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
A swing and a soft liner. Hauls it in to end the inning. Texas extends the lead with the solo shot. Now a 3-1 ball game. Third inning coming up in MLB the Show's Game of the Week. Swing and a foul straight back. Hernandez, versatile player, can play all over the infield and the outfield. Check swing. He went. That's strike 2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is, here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top, and that's why they call it a split finger fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
Betts takes low. Breaking ball misses down and away.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Swing and a miss, and it's 2-1.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that one is inside. They say it went.
Full count.
1 out, base is empty. And that one ripped to left.
Foul ball.
And foul ball. 1 down, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Swing and a bouncer. They got Shioka to first, and they get the out as we go to the last of the third. And Jack Peterson stands in. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, these Rangers doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Now he'll turn for second. The throw is offline. He's got a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
And now Kyle Higashioka. Swing and a high fly ball to left. 1 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Berger now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
That's a hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 3. Adolis Garcia digs in now. He's already homered here in this one. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2, get out of this.
That one is absolutely belted. And it hits the fence. 1 run is in. The throw in.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
Simeon takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Just missed.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
That one misses. And now 3-0. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boog. The last one wasn't even close.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Josh Smith. Misses again, 5 in a row. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. And that misses as well. That one finds the zone, and the count is 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Hernandez makes the catch, and there's 2 away. So the lineup flips over. Here's the center fielder, Wyatt Langford. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Look out!
That got him.
And it hit him. So they're all loaded up. Ezekiel Duran stepping in for the Rangers. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. They get the force. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But 3 score in the inning. 2-run double. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. 3 innings in the book on MLB The Show's Game of the Week. Swings through that one for strike 1.
You know, these Dodgers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Ball.
Now
1 ball.
Kumar
2
Rocker,
strikes.
ready or not, in the game now after the injury.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Here's Muncy to hit. We know he's capable of hitting home runs, Chris. Nobody in the league has hit more. And another ball.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
2-1.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Peterson makes the grab. And there's 2 away. 2 down, bases empty. Here is Freddie Freeman. He swings and fouls one off. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Fouled off left side. And that skips in the dirt. Freeman hits it in the air. Langford on the move. Squeezes it. And that's the 3rd out. Back at the ballpark. And in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. In for a strike. 0-1.
No balls. 1 strike.
That's down and in. A slider missed. That's down and in.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. That one ripped. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. To second. Pulls him off the bag.
2 hits for him in this one. Both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. He hit that ball.
It appears Dave
Roberts pitching for the Dodgers. Number 51.
Digging in, Kyle Higashioka. And it's fouled away. And the next pitch is way outside. Runner at second, nobody out. Breaking ball inside. 2-1.
Ball. 3-1.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk, Boog.
Berger in the box again. Takes a strike.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
Strike on the inside corner. And it's 0-2.
0-2 count. Both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Peterson at second. Higashioka on at first with nobody out. Got him swinging. And one gone.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
And a foul ball. Ripped, but it curls foul. Missed
Ball
with a
1.
changeup. Going to count 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 2 on, 1 out. Flying drive. That's a base hit into right field. Conforto whips it back in quickly. They hold him at third base, and now the bases are loaded. So up next, Adolis Garcia. In for a strike. 0-1. Just missed. 1 out, bases full. Just missed.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
That one fouled off. 2-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Bases loaded, 1 away. Good eye in that spot.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. Going back. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. Runner tagging from third. He scores on the sac fly. It's 7-1.
Well, that can be a tough one with the bases loaded. You can try to do too much, but there he didn't. He stayed within himself. He got that run in with the sac fly. Would have been nice if the runners behind could have advanced, but they'll take what they got.
Simeon lays off down low as he digs in for the third time. Just missed. That one drifts inside. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one finds the zone. 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike.
Full count.
And down on strikes. Inning over, and it could have been worse. Back at Globe Life Field, we go to the top of the 5th. Now the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Andy Pajes getting ready to hit. 0 for 1 so far. First offering. Runner goes. And that's fouled off. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Close one, doesn't get the call. And the count even 1-1. Some activity in the bullpen for Texas. Cole Winn, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Fastball is outside.
2-2.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Good job to fight that one off. That one just misses.
Didn't get the result he wanted, but that's a nice pitch right there.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Conforto now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there.
One.
First and second, no outs. And we're at the top of the 5th. In the dirt, blocked.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. And a swing and a miss, and that's the first out.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters. And more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Next pitch downstairs, and the count is 1-1. And that's too high.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul.
Full count.
Hernandez, the lead runner out at second. Pajes at first, one gone. He goes down looking.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
And first offering is fouled off. The shortstop takes the ball. And that's ripped into left. Base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in. It's 7-2. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
This one smoked out to left. And he'll pull into second with two gone.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. 0 for 2 in this one. That misses.
No, that's a
ball
ball.
1. And that one fouled off. The Dodgers threatening. And that one clips the corner. And they'll do it again. Outside low. 2-2. That's hard hit on the line. Langford racing over to make the catch. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's the shortstop, Josh Smith. Vesia back to work. And foul ball. Smith measures 5 feet 10 inches, 27 years old, and he's usually a third baseman, but today he's starting at shortstop. That breaking ball is in for a strike, and quickly it is 0-2. Out towards right center field. Conforto makes the catch, and there's one gone. Wyatt Langford, the next to hit. Foul ball there. Next offering is fouled back. Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Conforto makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Ezekiel Duran will hit next. 0 for 3 in this one. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that is ball 1. Slider misses outside. Fouls one off. 2-2. Just off the outside edge.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Here's a rocket out to left. Reaching down, makes the catch. All set for the top of the 6th. Max Muncy at the dish. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1-2. Two.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And there's a ball.
Count.
That one ripped right center field. It has the distance, gone. He circles the bases. Home run number 10 on the year. It's 7-4. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news. And
so now it's Freddie Freeman.
Number 60. Goal. Win.
In there at the knees. And it's 0-1. And that one missing inside a sharp slider. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Robert Garcia, the young lefty, looks to be getting himself ready.
Ball 2.
Webb, a right-hander, loosening up as well.
1 strike.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field not.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Garcia makes the grab, and there's one away. Here's the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. 1 for 2. Swing and a miss as he was out front. And a swing and a miss. One out, bases empty, and a run in, and we're the top half of the 6th. Outside low. And the count 1-2. Good eye right there. That's outside. And it's 3-2.
Full count.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fights it off. He'll see another. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a splitter.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
And here is Andy Pajes. Edge of the zone for a strike. 0-1. And that's in the dirt. This to third, Young. And that is the inning. Dodgers claw back a bit with this homer. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th.
Now pitching for the Dodgers. Number 30.
There's a strike. Yates, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, and he works in a slider. Peterson just got a piece of it.
This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
The 0-2. And down on strikes he goes. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. Next to bat, the Texas cleanup hitter, Kyle Higashioka. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
No balls. 1 strike.
Chop to third. Muncy whips it to first on the run. And he beats the throw very close right there.
A nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. Pulls that one foul. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Higashioka leads off first with 1 away. And Kenny Jansen punches him out. That's a strikeout. Here's Josh Young. Swings and misses. It's 0-1.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Lunging, but can't bring it in. Now the tag at third, and they got him. Inning over. Rangers leave 1. They hold a 7-4 lead. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Robert Garcia. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. The batter will be Michael Conforto.
1-0.
The 1-0. And a foul ball.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
And it's even up. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And 1 out now.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there. Just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel. Make sure you recognize it. Try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. clearly
No ball.
fooled, but
One
I think
strike.
even more so, you question the two-strike approach.
That one fouled off. One down, base is empty. Off the mark there. It's a ball and 2 strikes. That one
2-2.
missed. Oh, he
Full
doesn't
count.
get the call. Full count, 3-2. That's a good
Ball
at bat
four.
right
Take your
there.
base.
He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. Here's Mookie Betts.
That's a tough one to swallow right there. If you're on the mound, you're ahead in the count 0-2, and you just couldn't find a way to put him away. It's going to be frustrating if that one comes back to bite him.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And that's where the swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Langford settles under it. And that is that. That's a little bit low. Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball. That one outside. And it's 2-1.
2-1. Ball. 3-1.
And that is out of play. Stays alive. Swing and a ball popped up. This one a mile high. Betts hauls it in, and there's one away. Here is Marcus Semien. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Next offering misses down and away. Base is empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment.
Up and in, and he gets out of the way. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, a well-thrown splitter is going to do exactly that. Get you off balance, thinking it's a fastball. Very similar to a changeup, but oftentimes a split's going to have even more downward movement with more velocity. Good pitch.
Now here is Josh Smith.
0-1.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats.
Throwing the ball well, and they need this scoreless inning in relief right here. Been doing a good job keeping him in striking distance.
Hit weakly on the ground towards second. Pajes. He beats it out, and the tapper turns into an infield single.
See, Boog, that right there, that's a perfect example of why he shouldn't be out there at that position. He clearly isn't comfortable. He doesn't look fluid. His footwork's all over the place, and just can't make that throw to beat the runner.
And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. And that's in for a strike. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts.
pitching for the Rangers.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Jacob Webb.
Jacob Webb.
Ohtani, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike one.
Strike.
Well, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes, even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Pulled the string of the changeup.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Action in the pen down there. Chris Martin, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Jackson warming up as well. And a big swing and a miss.
1-2.
Got him swinging.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. 0-2 now. That's a ball.
1-2.
Tried the sweeper. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. And now it's even up. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. No runs, no hits. Back at Globe Life Field. Now it's the DH, Ezekiel Duran. Yates back to work. There's a strike.
0-1.
Right through there for a strike. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Here's the 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Here is Jock Peterson. First pitch misses.
1 ball, no strike.
One down, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Ball 2.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Gets a piece and stays alive. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And there's a ball.
Still just the 2nd batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
Well, you always want those pitches back as a hitter. It caught a lot of the zone,
Catcher.
and definitely not the intended location, but
here comes the manager out of the dugout.
Now pitching for Los Angeles, number 49.
And now Kyle Higashioka. Chopped to third. Muncy throws across the diamond. Rangers go down in order. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Luke Jackson.
Number 77.
I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
And it finds its way through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And the batter now, Andy Pajes. Bunting, and it's right in front of the plate. And that's foul.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Missing inside, and it's a ball and a strike. Bullpen action for the Rangers. Chris Martin getting ready to go.
Runner, he's going.
Oh, caught up in a rundown now. And they tag him out.
Really nice job right there, especially on the mound. Sometimes when that runner breaks, everybody panics, especially the pitcher, and then you don't make the play, you don't execute what needs to be done to get that runner out. That time he just stepped off calmly, dealt with the situation, and they got a pretty easy out after that.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And they're down to their last out.
Oh, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strikes in the series. So no doubt frustration mounting and very high right now.
Conforto checks his swing, appeal to third. He did not go around. The Rangers trying to close out a 3-run lead here at the top of the ninth. That one missed. That one fouled off, 2-2.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Got it! And that's the ball game. This one finishes with a final of 7-4 for Chris Singleton and our entire.
My darling, I've been waiting for your company. My sugar, feels like you only come around for me. My glass is never empty. You always fill it up to the teeth, and I'm still just trying to understand. But is it my love that took you off the shelf now? Is it your love make me dance by myself now? Is it our love set my soul on fire? Is it our love that takes me a little too higher? An empty glass is what I got. A mess is what I got. I'm just feeling good, trying to understand. Since we put it on the table, it's feeling like I'm unable to comprehend. I still don't understand. Is it my love that took you off the shelf now? Is it your love make me dance by myself now? Is it our love that sets my soul on fire? Is it our love that takes me a little too higher?
Listen, I'm back on the road again, been popping them. This might be my demise. Too many ops out here that's posing as.
Live from the north side of Chicago, Wrigley Field, we've got baseball on the show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Chicago Cubs. Okay, Singy, we're in for a treat today. The home run streak this dude is on, remarkable.
Seriously, Boog, he's been playing like Freddie Freeman in the 2024 World Series, seeing the ball right out of their hand and making them pay game after game.
First pitch coming your way next. Ready to go now, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Max Muncy. Check swing, now an appeal to third, and he held back according to Larry Bullard. Muncy launched a homer in his most recent game.
1 strike.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Got him. 1 away.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
1 out, bases empty. Swing and a miss as he was late.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Turns and fires to Betts. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Kelly down to first with him. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout. Here's Shohei Ohtani. When he first joined the league, the Angels batted him 8th, and he wouldn't hit on days he pitched. Singy, do you remember who was DHing for the Angels at the time?
Oh, Boo, come on now. How can you forget a future Hall of Famer, Albert Pujols?
You're good.
Thank you.
And takes low for ball 1. 2 outs, bases empty. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
That misses the zone, and the count now even up. And there's a ball. Got it. Strikes out the side to begin the game. We go to the bottom of the first. Here's Nico Horner. Just missed.
Ball 1, no strike.
That's off the mark. And now 2-0. Sinker catches the zone at the knees. In the air, right field. Kim sizes this one up, and there's 1 away. John Birdie at the plate.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. Working on a 5-game hitting streak.
Tap foul at the plate. One down, base is empty. That's off the inside corner. And 1-1. Out to short. Throws to first in time. 2 outs, base is empty. Kyle Tucker now at the plate.
He's done a great job making contact recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Late swing, foul to the left. That's
2
down and
balls,
in.
1 strike.
That one pushed to the left and foul. And that's down and away. Right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Second inning set to go. And up to the plate is Will Smith. Lifted in the air, right field. Tucker on the move. Makes the catch. And there's one down.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Teoscar Hernandez, batting with one down, takes a strike. Just missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
James Kingsley, our plate umpire, consistent and maybe a little generous on the edges.
Yeah, Boog, he'll give a little bit on the edges, like you said, but from what I've seen, he usually does that when a pitcher is just commanding those parts of the strike zone, and essentially they've earned it. The umpire rolls with them.
That one missed.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
And foul ball.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Strike three, got him with the backdoor breaking ball.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. Second inning here, no score. There's the strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not working.
Well, looked at the fastball for strike 3 there to end the inning. Back here at the friendly confines. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now the DH, Seiya Suzuki. Ohtani back to work. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Ian Happ in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill. Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
And that one in the air center field. Pajes under it. And there's one down. And next for the Cubs, Michael Busch. Ohtani, 30 years old now, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. On the ground, right side. 1 at second. He's out. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. No runs. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And a rope into center field, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Hesung Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And a bunt towards third. And a foul ball. The pitch. And ball one.
1-1.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2.
I think you're sitting off speed there.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
And 1-2. And that one hammered way back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Well, I didn't think he got it off the bat, but the wind made it a lot more interesting than expected. Nice job of the center fielder. Pushed it all the way back to the warning track. Man.
Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. That one inside, and that's ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in game 1 of 2 in the series.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Down on strikes, looking for the second straight plate appearance. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So up now for Chicago, Dansby Swanson. And the first offering, a fastball for a strike.
Ball.
And strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fly ball down the line. Hernandez has this one sized up, and he makes the catch. And there's one down. And now the batter is Carson Kelly. And there's a ball. There's the strike. That's inside.
That's off the plate.
Not close with that one. And the count is 3-1. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Pajes going back, pulls it in on the warning track.
Typically not easy to go deep to center field, but he almost did right there and got a little help from the wind, just not enough.
Pete Crow Armstrong in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Got him looking. And good work there as he gets out of the 4th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts. And Mookie takes.
You know, these Dodgers just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
1-1 now. And a curve drops in for a strike. In the dirt, 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
Will Smith to the plate.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Swings through that one.
0-1's the count.
Strike two.
The hitter early and off balance on that swing. If I'm the pitcher, I'm taking a little bit more off. See if you can get him to chase something in the dirt.
That one missed.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
That's out to center field. Crow Armstrong makes the catch, and that is here at Wrigley Field. Now it's the second baseman, Nico Horner. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Pitch misses there. 1-1. And that one missing low.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. Next offering is down low. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Line drive, base hit. He saw a lot of pitches in that at bat and found a way to win the battle.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. It's something to improve.
Now a chance for John Birdie. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go. As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Misses off the plate, and the count's even at 2. No outs, runner on second. And that one up and in, look out.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. They've got him working hard out there.
Hacks and misses, it's a strikeout.
The right fielder,
So here's Kyle Tucker now, scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. First pitch misses.
Counts 1-0.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, he had a broken back as you jog back to the dugout.
Whoa, over his head to the backstop. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. One away with a runner at third. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And fouled off. Ground ball, Freddie Freeman. Now 2 away as they get a run across. Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Seiya Suzuki. 1 for 1 with a single so far. right through there for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what,
That's a ball.
you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. On the run, throw to first.
He's out.
And that's a nice play to end the inning. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. And that one is downstairs. And it's 1-0. Hernandez, 32 years old. And he was selected for the All-Star game last year. Breaking ball misses down and away.
2-1.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That one carrying. And it lands in the basket. A home run. He muscles that one out the opposite way. And we're all square. It's 1-1.
Wow, what a clutch swing right there. And now anything can happen in this game. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
And here's Freddie Freeman. That one ripped, but foul. Check swing, and he went. That is strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
And ball 1. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're at the top of the 5th. Next one just misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Sometimes you got to fight to get back into an at-bat. Take some tough pitches, even out the count.
Got him. That's his 9th strikeout so far. And now Andy Pappas, a single his first time. Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground right side. Takes it to the bag. Steps on first, and it's out number 2. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder Hesung Kim. Struck out swinging his first time. Fought off foul. Deal 1. And this is inside. The Cubs bullpen with some action. Tyson Miller appears to be getting loose. Brazier also throwing. That's in there. Now he's in a 1-2 hole. And delivers outside. Next pitch is outside. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. This one could be trouble. Throws to second, but he's in there easily.
He was all over that one. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Miguel Rojas at the plate. He's 0 for 1. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
0-1.
And that drops in for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Kelly to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. Dodgers tie it up with a solo homer. All even now at 1-1. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Ohtani back to work. Hard hit left side. Betts whips it to first. And that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Push in now. Takes ball one off the plate.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
Ohtani ready to fire now. And a swing and a miss there. All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Strike 3. It's a strikeout for Shohei.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Swanson in the box for the second time. 1 ball, no strikes. Swing and a foul out of play. Here's a 1-1.
That's ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
In the air to left center. And makes the grab. And that is that. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Caleb Thielbar.
Now pitching for the Cubs.
So the batting order turns over. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Max Muncy, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
Swing and a miss. And a count 1-1. Activity in the bullpen. Porter Hodge up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Number 43 getting loose as well. Late with the swing there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Off the outside edge, and now the count is 2-2. Went with the sweeper, but it misses. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Ground ball right side, and that goes foul. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That's a strikeout. Good looking sweeper there.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Here's Betts, 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
All 1's the count. No, that's low.
There's a strike to Mookie. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
Here's Shohei Ohtani. In there at the knees. That's strike 1. And that's in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Down an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. So they make short work of him there. Bottom of the inning. Now the Cubs catcher, Carson Kelly. And that one's a little bit low. 1-0.
You know, these Cubs need to bring up the quality of their bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
Crow Armstrong takes low, second trip to the plate in this one. There's the strike.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
Swing and a miss.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
And he chases that one. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. And, Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
That one catches the zone, and the count is 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And the Cubs go 1-2-3. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. Score remains tied 1-1.
Now pitching for the
Porter
Cubs.
Hodge gets the call from the pen. He's pitching on 2 days rest.
Porter.
Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Just missed. Swings and misses at the sweeper.
1-1.
That one misses. The count now 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. In time to Bush, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. And now Teoscar Hernandez. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Inside, just missed.
That's ball 3.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Yeah, that's fouled off. Swing and a ball popped up. Horner puts it away for the out. 2 away now. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. There's a strike.
0-1.
Swings and sends a rocket to right. Tucker snags it, and that'll do it. Dodgers go down. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Line drive, base hit, right center field. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane.
This one swung on and hit well, way back there. And that one's gone into the bleachers.
Elevated fastballs, especially away, are like putting the ball on a tee. Hitters do a lot of cage work. They're comfortable hitting off the tees, and he was comfortable right there hitting that ball opposite field for a home run.
Suzuki up for the third time here. Watches that one miss. Swings and misses. And it's 1-1.
Boog, there are challenges to having a two-way player in your team, especially for coaches. Not many people have experience managing two-way players. It's not an easy task.
And that skips in the dirt.
As challenging as it is for the player, it's also tough for the coaching staff. I mean, they're responsible for organizing a plan of attack that makes everyone happy. Good luck with that. Not always an easy thing to do.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Kim makes the catch for the out. One down. In half up to hit. That pitch gets the inside corner, and that is strike one.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Still only one out here in the inning. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
Bush stands in with 2 away, and as he takes a ball. Just off the inside edge. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Oh, look at the stop. Over to first. And very nicely done for the out. Cubs had 2 on this homer. 3-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Number 43.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Just blown away in that at-bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at-bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something.
Now, this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And caught on the warning track. Not quite enough behind that one. 2 down, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Miguel Rojas. Out to short, Swanson. That's the 3rd out. Nothing doing. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Ohtani back to work. Swinging a foul back, and that's out of play. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. The shortstop takes the ball. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Next one misses, and the count is 2-2. Good eye right there. Now this is in the air down the line. Kim sizing this one up. He's got it. One away. Carson Kelly, the next cut. Here comes a skipper.
Pitching for Los Angeles, number 43.
And fires in a fastball at 95.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
And it's fouled away. The 0-2. That's to third. Slinging it to first in time.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Chicago, Pete Crow Armstrong. And the slider catches the zone. Bonda, 31 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Next pitch misses inside. Ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Hit in the air out to center field. Pajes makes the play, and it's out number 3. New inning getting started, and now it's Max Muncy. And a swing and a miss.
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
That one's in there. No balls, 2 strikes.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Inside, almost got him. And he hits a ground ball right side, and that's just foul. Outside,
that's a ball.
And it's 2-2.
The count's full.
Come on and miss. Struck him out. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight.
Oh, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door. Cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
And that drops in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Just 1 out remaining for the Dodgers.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball.
Swing and a line drive ripped out into left center field. That'll touch down for a hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Will Smith digs in now. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Swing and a foul straight back. With the tying run at the plate, here at the top of the 9th. The Dodgers down to their final strike.
1 ball,
1 there.
2 strikes.
That's too
That's
low.
ball 2.
And the count is even 2-2.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
That pitch just misses the inside corner, and the count is filled up. Chopped out in front of the plate. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Cubs take this series.
Trust the vibe when it's the fly sinister, Philly certified.
Sun setting in the background. What a way to set the scene. And we could take another lap round, but it wouldn't change a thing. Oh no, this ain't one of those where I kiss you and you go. Maybe we find each other somewhere down the road. Cause I'm over trying and making it right when I'm still getting these concussions. Throw my head against the wall, turning nothing into something, make it everything my fault. But you got me top, begging you to stay. I'm bleeding now from screaming out your name. Find a place to pull over, tear stain on your shoulder. 2 years is too long, still feel like I don't know you. You always wonder what it'd be like if I left. Take a look around, cause you're staring at the end. There's no way we're going back now. No, you ain't giving what I need. Yeah, that crowd was getting too loud. Screaming now, saying I'm not gonna be. So wanna pick up your pieces, stop my life when you need it. Say you're ready for everything when you leave it. I'm still getting these concussions, throw my head against the wall, turning nothing into something, make it everything my fault. But you got me top, begging you to stay. I'm bleeding now from screaming out your name. Find a place to pull over, tear stain on your shoulder. 2 years is too long, still feel like I don't know you. You always wonder what it'd be like if I left. Take a look around, cause you're staring at me.
Biggest story in this one is it's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Chicago Cubs. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. And that one fouled off.
Whoa.
And now 1 and 2.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Caught him looking for the K. Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. Looking to rebound today. He was 0 for 4 last night. That's in there. That's strike 1. Way high. So a foul ball makes it 1 and 2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Pitch misses there, and it's 2 and 2.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
1 out, base is empty. Turns and fires to Betts. And there's a ball.
2 strikes.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Crow Armstrong ranges back. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. Mookie Betts blasts one out. His 13th home run of the season, and that gives him a lead. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon. One out, bases empty, and a run in here in the second and final game of the series. Next offering is in for a strike.
No ball, 2 strike.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. You got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count. Just a poor at bat.
Max Muncy in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Strike one.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Late on that fastball.
1 ball.
2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So the Dodgers strike first on the solo jack. It's now 1-0. So up now for Chicago, Nico Horner. Pitch misses, and that is ball 1. And that's downstairs and outside.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Set down on strikes. That was pretty nasty.
Well, really nice job of finishing the hitter off right there. Glove side command, fastball firm to the outside corner. Tell you what, very difficult to do anything with that pitch, even if you do swing.
John Birdie at the plate. On the ground, right side. It's through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Here's Kyle Tucker. Knocked in all 3 of their runs yesterday. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Safe at second, and that was not close.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job of controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment. Our players are going to be running all game.
Hit hard, but foul off to the left. Man at second. That one missed. Outside low. And that's ball 2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swung on, belted. Back there. Off the Jumbotron, way out of here. Wow. They must be going crazy in the dugout. It's 2-1. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there, no doubt about it. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
One down, base is empty. Ripped on the ground to second. Throws to first in time. Now 2 away. In half up to hit. And that one moves his feet.
Well, you've got to establish the inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter, but to the rest of the lineup as well.
Next pitch is outside.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Zips it to first. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Cubs add 2 on this homer. And this is now a 2-1 ball. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Steele back to work. Right through there for a strike.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Fouled off down the right side. That one inside. 1-2 the count. And that just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Misses outside, and that's ball 3. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
The batter now will be Will Smith. Hitless last night, and they only scored 1 run. Foul ball there. Smith, an all-star a season ago, batting 6th in today's lineup. And his last 10 games stand out. He's homered in 4 of them. And now the count is even.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Tying run is at first here at the top of the 2nd. To the right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Good job of just putting the ball into play with 2 strikes. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Stepping in, Andy Pajes. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you'd have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
Misses, and it's 1-2. To first, maybe a 2-ball. Wide throw, and it gets away. Save! In comes the run from second. We are tied at 2.
A potential double play ball hit to first is probably the toughest one to execute cleanly. That first baseman has got a very tough throwing lane to deal with because of the runner headed to second base, and a lot of times guys try to throw over or around the runner, which can really mess up a throw like that. Still, definitely an error, though.
And now Ha-Sung Kim trying to bunt his way on. Corner over to first. One away as the second run of the inning scores.
Well, the safety squeeze can be tough to defend, especially with a good runner at third. You can't risk trying to be overly aggressive and make a play at the plate and give up that easy out at first.
Miguel Rojas at the plate.
The second baseman, Miguel Rojas.
Swings and misses. And it's 0-1.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Here comes the 0-1. And that one missing inside a sharp slider.
1 strike.
Edge of the zone for a strike. 1 and 2.
1 ball. 2
One
strikes.
out and a runner at second. And that's a fair ball. Headed for the plate. He'll score. The throw to second is offline.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Back to the top of the lineup. Next to the dish is Freddie. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Crow Armstrong makes the play, and there are 2 outs.
Now batting, the
Here's
shortstop,
Mookie Betts now.
Mookie
He's already homered in
Betts.
this game. There's a swing and a drive. Tucker really on his horse for it. And that gets down in the corner. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Wastes no time there. Put a very nice
that,
swing on that pitch right
designated
there.
hitter.
Got one to drive and just kept it fair down that right field line and into the corner. And it's almost impossible to track those down as an outfielder.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. Struck out looking his first time. And a big swing and a miss.
Well, a really
1
rough
strike.
inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Swings through that.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there. But you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Colin Ray up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Man on second, 2 down.
1 and 2.
Fights that one away. Still 1 and 2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Bottom of the second. Now it's going to be Michael Busch. First pitch, not close.
A lot of pitchers have caught on to how good he is hitting the first pitch. Smart to avoid the zone right there.
And it's 1 and 1.
1 and 1.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single. And now it's Miguel Amaya. Squirts away a little bit. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. Busch into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Bottom half of inning number 2. There's a strike.
2 and 1.
And there's a ball. top of the zone for a called strike.
3-2.
Hit on the ground to short. Throw on to Freeman. That's one out in the bottom of the second. Gage Workman, the next Cub to hit.
Boog, here's a note on Yamamoto. He won 3 straight Sawamura Awards, the Japanese equivalent of the Cy Young Award, and the last 3 Pacific League Most Valuable Player Awards, which was the first MVP three-peat since Ichiro Suzuki.
And next for the Cubs, Pete Crow Armstrong. And that one gets past the catcher. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third. The 1-0. Swings through that one for strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Bush at third with 2 away. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. The run scores from third, and it's an RBI single, and it's now a 2-run game. Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Nico Horner will come up to hit. Struck out looking at the bottom of the first. Runner on the move. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Foul ball. And the right-hander deals. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. On the ground out to short. And he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Birdie getting ready to hit. A single and a run scored and a walk. That's in there. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. And that is out of play. Pick off to third. Crow Armstrong dives back in safely. Two on, 2 outs. High fly ball out towards left center. Pajes drifts towards it. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. First pitch, and he just misses.
Well, I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
The 1-1. Just missed.
2-1.
Gets him to chase after that one.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
And now it's 3-2, and this is a good example of the type of at-bat that Muncy can deliver. Got him. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Up next for the Dodgers.
And now it's going to be Teoscar Hernandez. The walk and a run scored his first time. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91. And that is downstairs. And the count is 1-1. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and the defense comes away with nothing. Man at first with 1 gone. And up to the plate is Will Smith. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Paz batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Hernandez on second. Smith over at first with 1 away. Strike 2.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Hernandez around third, fires it to the plate, safe. It's 6-3.
Well done, drives in the run. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Here comes Craig Counsell, and
pitching for the Chicago
Hesung Kim
Cubs,
steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
number 53, Colin Ray.
Drops one down in front of the plate. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
He was racing down the line and probably didn't assume he was going to be safe until his foot hit the bag and looked up for the umpire. Nice bunt and great hustle to get himself a knock.
And up next for Los Angeles, Miguel Rojas. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. Now a pop up on the infield. And the infield fly rule called. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Freddie Freeman will hit next. 0 for 2 in this one. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
Hey, it's still early in this ball game, but you know, this at bat right here could be a big factor in the outcome. You think about it, there's a chance to really blow this thing open right here.
That one to first. Bush, he takes it on his own. They limit the damage here. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit, and they've doubled up now. It's 6-3. As we go to the last of the third, and now the right fielder, Kyle Tucker. Not even close there, and it's 1-0.
Well, he's back out here for the third, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
Next offering is in the dirt. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Kim hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
And here's the DH for the Cubs, Seiya Suzuki. First offering, and it just misses.
1 ball, no strike.
And that's downstairs and outside.
He hasn't wanted the challenge in both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
And another ball.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
That one down the line. Steps on first for the out. 2 down, bases empty. Ian Happ, the next to hit. Grounded out his first time up. And that's in there for strike 1.
0-1.
Fouled off left side. Two down, nobody on. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
That one not close. Now 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And a nice inning of work there. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. Out to short. Zips it across. And a quick out, number 1. So now the DH spot, Shohei Ohtani, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That one missing inside.
Not a lot of people know this, but this isn't the only Wrigley Field in MLB history. You know, when the league expanded and added the Los Angeles Angels in 1961, they played their first season at a stadium in L.A. called Wrigley Field, which had been the home of the minor league team of the same name.
Next pitch misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Just missed. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Tucker makes the grab. That's out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Max Muncy. That's inside.
1-0.
And another ball.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Swings through that one.
Well, I've noticed they've been pitching him hard inside, and the key is if you're going to make a mistake, you got to make it off the dish. If it leaks out over the plate with this kind of power, you'll be asking for a new baseball.
That's through there for a strike. Ripped to right. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. So no runs. Back here at Wrigley Field, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Michael Busch. Fastball for a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
That's outside. And 1-1. That's down and in. Laser could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Now, Miguel Amaya.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Bush at second with nobody out. That one finds the corner. 0-2. This one in the dirt. To third. Tag. Got him.
Well, you want to see guys aggressive out there on the base paths, but you also want to see them smart as well in making their decisions. And right there, couldn't really tell how far away that ball was. So if that's the case, you got to shut it down. He gets caught stealing there, takes himself out of scoring position.
One down, base is empty. Fights it off. He'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
The next offering misses. Now 2-2.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his third of the
Now
game.
batting,
Gage
shortstop,
Workman
Gage
now at the plate.
Workman.
There's the strike.
0-1.
Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Got him. Larry Bullard rings him up. One hit in the inning. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Ray back to work. Right side, hard hit. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away. And next for LA, Will Smith. He's 2 for 2. Right through there for a strike. Ray, the tall righty, 220 pounds, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Iowa. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Throw, save. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Outside low, and a count 1-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
That one outside. 2-2. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're at the top of the fifth. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. That'll fire up the dugout, and they add to their lead. It's 8-3.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. You see how he stays square to the plate. He takes a breaking ball that's away, gets around it, gets it up in the air, and hits a long home run. Not exactly the way that you teach it in the cage, but you'll take the result.
So digging in, Andy Pajes. Ball one, no strikes. Next offering is fouled back. Smoked on the ground a second. Tosses to first. One away here in the fifth. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Hye-Sung Kim. Fly ball center field. Crow Armstrong should have it. Corrals it. And there's two away. Two down, bases empty. Miguel Rojas digs in now. Hit in the air, center field. Workman on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. Two-run shot for the Dodgers this inning. It's now 8-3. We head to the bottom of the fifth. So up now for Chicago, Pete Crow Armstrong. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, certainly doing his very best out there on the mound to bring that win streak to a halt.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Pages makes the play, and there's one away. So the lineup flips over. So here's Horner now. 1 for 2. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. The Dodgers leading by 5. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it's just foul. Next offering is in for a strike. That one missed. And down on strikes. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Now the number 2 hitter, John Birdie.
John Birdie.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Kim makes the catch, inning over. And welcome back to the ballpark. There's Freddie Freeman now. Line drive. Reaching try, but can't bring it in.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Betts, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Drops a bunt down the first base side. Throws to second for 1. Over to first, safe.
Well, that was going to be a really tough one to turn 2 on, so a nice job to get the out at second right there. Hold on to the baseball. Shortstop clearly paid the price, but that kind of comes with the territory.
Ohtani stands in now, looks at that one inside. Betts at first, one gone. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
1-1.
On the ground, 2 ball. 1 at second. Back to first for 2, and that'll do it. 1 hit. And we're back. Well, we go bottom 6. So up now for Chicago, Kyle Tucker. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Chris, we were excited to watch him pitch. This is a little more along the lines of what we were expecting performance-wise.
Yeah, but great pitchers like this, you may get one opportunity in one inning to get to them, to get some runs up on the board. And if you don't take it then, you may see zeros the rest of the ball game.
Right through there for a strike. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Next to hit, Seiya Suzuki. A little bit low, and that's ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. That one's in there, and the count 1-1.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a ball and 2 strikes. Cut on and lifted in the air. Kim sizes this one up, hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Ian Happ, the next Cub to hit. That one in the dirt, ball 1. And Ian swings through it.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
And that misses. 2-1. And there's a ball.
1 strike.
And a foul ball. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Hard ground ball, base knock. And that keeps the inning alive. Now at the plate. And I think Dave Roberts.
Pitching for Los Angeles, number 59, Evan Phillips.
Up and in, and that's ball 1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-1. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. And a good eye there. Swing and a miss, and he got him. 3rd out, and that ends. Back here at the friendly confines, we go to the top of the 7th. At the plate, Max Muncy. Swinging a foul straight back. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Back there. Out of here. his 11th of the year, and they tack one on the board. It's 9-3. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on auto.
Pitching for the Chicago
And now
Cubs,
here is Teoscar Hernandez.
Tyson Miller.
And the first offering is not close.
And that's in for a strike.
That was the sweeper, but it missed. Ripped in the air, left field, and it'll touchdown for a base hit. Man at first, and here is Will Smith. 3 for 3, 2 singles, and a homer. And strike one to the catcher. Hernandez aboard here at first with nobody out. Next offering is fouled back. Swings and misses, struck him out.
No, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there, he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
Pages now at the plate as he swings through strike one. That's off the mark, and it's a ball and a strike. And that one is inside. That one misses. And now 3 balls and a strike. And ball 4, 2 aboard. Now it's the right fielder, Hesung Kim. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. And he chases that one below the zone.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 gone now. Hey, Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance. Get him out of there.
Well, he's under to make the catch in center, and we'll take a break. That funky Muncy with the homer for L.A. It's now 9-3. It's Major League Baseball. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. On the ground to third. A sliding stop. The throw. It's there, and that's a great play.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
Swing and a ball hammered left field. Hernandez drop step going back. Out of here. Gage Workman with his first major league home run. A special moment in his young career, and who knows, maybe that'll open the floodgates for him.
Yeah, getting that out of the way can be a big confidence booster. It feels like a huge weight just been taken off your back. You can go up there with a lot less pressure on you now, and I wouldn't be surprised if he gets hot for a little while.
What do you remember about your first career homer, Chris?
Well, I remember it was off of Omar Olivares, and, you know, being there in Los Angeles against the Angels, just a tremendous day, great ballpark, and a special moment for sure.
1 out, base is empty, and a run in here at the bottom of the 7th. Popped up left side. Muncy moving under this one. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Nico Horner, the next Cub to hit. 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. And that's down and away. That one drifts inside. Swing and a pop-up. Freeman sizing this one up. And that ends the inning. 1 in the inning, and it comes from a rather source. It's now 9-4. This is MLB the Show's Game of the Week. The 8th inning is coming your way next. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Ryan Brazier.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team, and there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
Just missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so it's a good take by him.
Inside, and a count 2-1.
2-1.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
That one misses. Take your base. So a leadoff walk. Man at first, nobody out. And up next for Los Angeles, Mookie Betts. He's already homered here in this one. This one in the air, right field. Tucker should have it. And there's 1 down. Shohei Ohtani will hit next. Sliced hard but foul. Brazier, a 6-foot righty. He features a slider, a 4-seamer, a 2-seamer, and occasionally uses a cutter. And ball 1. The Cubs bullpen with some action. Caleb Thielbar up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Merriweather, the right-hander, also getting loose. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-2.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Rolled slowly to first. Bush. They put the tag on him, and that's out number 2. Here comes Max Muncy. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. That's in there. And it's 0-2.
He's got one already tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he pops another one here.
That one almost got him.
Strikes. That's a ball. Ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Man at second. And the funky Muncy is stifled by the strikeout. 1 left for L.A. They're on top, however, 9-4. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Phillips back to work. That one is absolutely belted. And it goes just foul. Next offering in there for a strike. And that is strike 2. Stays alive. That misses. Going to count 1-2. And they'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 1 away. And now the right fielder, Kyle Tucker. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, I say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
Lifted in the air out to left. Hernandez settles under it and makes the catch. Out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Seiya Suzuki. 0 for 3 in this one. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. Ball one there. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That missed by a lot. 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Two down, nobody on. Up and in, and now it's filled up. 3-2. And down on strikes he goes, and it's a 3-up. We're back.
Now
it's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Julian
66.
Merriweather hasn't pitched in the last 3 days. Hernandez, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that drops in for a strike. Merriweather, a guy that features an absolute power slider. Throws that pitch a lot. He throws it hard and gets a ton of swings and misses. In the dirt.
And I think being able to expand with that pitch as you start to offer at it that he can move it just a little bit further away. Before you know it, you're trying to hit a pitch that's off the plate.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. And now the center fielder, Andy Pajes. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-1.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Now it's the right fielder, Hae-Sung Kim. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1.
1 strike.
And strike 2.
The hitter early and off balance on that swing. If I'm the pitcher, I'm taking a little bit more off. See if you can get him to chase something in the dirt.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Last chance for the home team. So up now for Chicago, Ian Happ. And first offering is fouled off. And that one fouled off. That one ripped. Pajes flying after this one. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Happ on his way to third. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Just a beautiful triple from start to finish. Got a pitch.
And I think Dave Roberts
Pitching for the Dodgers, number 49, Blake.
Digging in, Michael Bush. This one ripped, but foul to the right. He's a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the ballpark. But obviously, out of the bullpen, you're looking to limit home runs.
Yeah, and that's why he's such a high leverage arm. Just doesn't matter for him. He looks at attacking the zone and attacking hitters regardless of the situation.
Next offering way off the plate. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. No outs. Runner over at third. Got him swinging. Up with it. Fires to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
He had him out in front,
The
which
pitcher,
is
number
easy to
9,
do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Amaya in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Cubbies with only 1 out left. Gage Workman. The next Cub to hit. Fastball for a strike. Fouled off to the right. The Cubbies down to their final strike. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, this team just hadn't been playing fundamentally sound baseball, but today they put it together. This should start them rolling now. You have to pay attention to the details. If you do that with good pitching, good defense, you will win most of your ball games.
9-4, our final score. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us for the Game of the Week.
And when I wake up, I recognize you looking at me for the pay cut. Be looking at you from the face down. I'm even boom with the bass down. Skimming, and let me tell you about.
Antes yo te quería, pero ya no. Tú me gustabas, pero ya no. Yo estaba pa' ti, pero ya no. Ey, pero ya no, ey, pero ya no. Antes yo te quería, pero ya no. Tú me gustabas, pero ya no. Yo estaba pa' ti, pero ya no. Ey, pero ya no, ey, pero ya no. Ey, ey. Conmigo ya no tienes break. Ey, ya no quiero de tu amor fake. Ey, ya no estoy pa' ti. Ya no estoy pa' ti. Conmigo ya no tienes break. Ey, ya no quiero de tu amor fake. Ey, ya no estoy pa' ti. Ya no estoy pa' ti. Ahora en todas las redes me sigue. Sorry mami, no me hostigues. Pero como ya no se consigue. Tú fueras mi J-Lo, yo Dale Rodríguez. Pero ahora me gusta otra sicaria que vive por Bayamón. A mí ya no me cachas, yo no soy un Pokémon. Tengo a otra que se joda el camón. No quiero que me llores, no vengas con el dramón. No, que ya no estamos
pa' los tiempos de la high. Ey, hace rato que te dije bye. Gracias por el apoyo, baby, gracias por el like. Yo estoy con 5 cubanos y 4 en Moscay. Me compro una Hayabusa y no te vayas una ride. En verdad prefiero contigo, no me enfango, no voy a manchar la Hawaii.
We welcome you to Los Angeles. We've got a perfect night for baseball on the show. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Well, Siggy, today we get the pleasure of seeing one of the hottest bats in baseball. His consistency. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Here's O'Neal Cruz. Tap foul at the plate. Next pitch misses way outside. Sasaki with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately.
Even the best pitchers of all time have had stretches where nothing was working for him on the mound. Maybe he needs to have his turn in the rotation skipped or something. Get his mind right to get back on track.
Here is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Check on the runner. Cruz gets back easily.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing.
There goes the runner. Pitching for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Runner at second, nobody out. Pickoff throw. Cruz back in on a dive. Man at second. And that one wrapped foul. Sasaki checks the runner, and he's back in easily. And that's disengagement number 2. The shortstop takes the ball.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
That one 95 to finish him off. Brian Reynolds here. 2 RBIs last night. 2 of the 3 runs they scored in the game. And there's a strike on the outside corner. 1 out, the runner at second here in game 1 of this 3-game set. And that's off the inside edge. And now it's even 1-1. And a swing and a miss.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 2 down. Spencer Horwitz, the next Pirate to hit. Hitless in 4 at-bats yesterday. And there's a foul ball. Cruz on at second with 2 down. Fought off foul. Outside low. Now 1-2.
1-2.
And that's
2-2.
outside. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Next offering is downstairs.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
First and second, 2 outs. McCutchen, the next to hit, and that's too high. That one to first, but it kicks foul. Move to first. Horowitz back easily. 2 on, 2 outs. That's towards center. Pajes has a beat on it. Makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. Bottom of the 1st. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. On the ground, Gonzalez whips it to first.
He's out.
1 gone, bottom half of the 1st. And here is Ha-Seong Kim.
He's been on fire at the dish lately. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
And first offering is fouled off. Late swing, foul to the left. That one just misses.
Well, it's a good pitch there.
2 strikes.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Breaking ball, and that got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. Go to second, and he's safe. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
In the air, right field. McCutchen has it sized up. He makes the grab. Runner tags, and will move up to 3rd.
Batting fourth,
Here's
third
Muncy to
baseman.
hit. Good power.
Muncy.
Not great in the OBP department. Swing and a miss. Muncy went deep in his most recent game. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
No balls. 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. A 2-run homer, and they add a pair. It's 2-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Now it's Mookie Betts. That misses the zone. 1-0. And that's in for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to try to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Full count.
Swing and a miss. Jared Jones with the strikeout. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. Back here at Chavez Ravine, top of the second. Now here is Nick Gonzalez. And that one upstairs, ball one. Gonzalez getting the start at second, batting sixth in today's lineup. A former first-round pick in 2020.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field. Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Sasaki throws over, and he's back safely. Sasaki winds and deals. That one pulled foul. And a pitch. Ground ball up the middle, and it's through for a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Jared Triolo, the next Pirate to hit. That's in for a strike.
No ball, one strike.
On the ground right side, 4, 6, 3, and they turn the double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Now batting Key Brian Hayes. That one misses. Ball one. 2 outs and a runner at third here at the top of the second. Knee high, that's in for a strike.
1-1.
Swing and a foul out of play.
In the dirt, nice job behind the plate.
You don't want to run yourself out of an inning, so it's got to clearly get far enough away from the catcher. If you're the runner at third, think about scoring.
2 outs. This one chopped up the middle. Kim. The throw to first.
Out.
Out number 3.